Hey everyone, I just got back from Vegas and it's time to do my Vegas sort. Now, normally I go out there for 10 to 12 days and I will bring back 5,000 singles. This particular trip, I was only out there for 7 days. I was out there with my dad, I was showing him around. So instead of bringing back 5,000, I only brought back 3,000, but it's still time to go through them to see what I got. The other thing about this particular trip is I flew. You want to have some fun? Try going through TSA with 3,000 singles in your bag. You will get stopped. I got the private room treatment. I get to go into the private room, and don't get me wrong, everybody was very cool with me. Nobody was accusing me of anything. They just had to look. Uh, but they brought three agents into the tiny room. One was a trainee, and they thumbed through every single strap I had just to make sure that they were all singles and I wasn't trying to smuggle in a large amount of money. So that was fun going through TSA. Normally, when I drive to Vegas, I can bring back any amount of money I want, and there are no checks. That's how I got the 10,000 singles back last time just driving. And it's not like I'm doing anything illegal, but when certain dollar amounts are hit, that triggers a little bit of interest by people with badges. And of course, as you can tell, every time I come back from Vegas, I always seem to get a little bit of a cold, so my nose is running and I'm coughing, so I may sound nasally. I'm still going to get through it. All right, so let's go through the sort. Let's see what I got this time and when and where it's going to be. Let's see. Starting off with Arizona Charlie's. That's on the outskirts. We've got... it says Gold, so that would be the Gold Coast. I stayed at the Gold Coast. We're going to put that on the outskirts as well. It's not Strip or downtown. We've got M Resorts. That's kind of high end. That's also not Strip or downtown, so we're going to put that there. Mandalay Bay, that's on the Strip. Excalibur, most certainly on the Strip. Palazzo is on the Strip. Venetian is on the Strip. Link is a Strip hotel. Maybe I should do them sideways so I can keep track here. And this one is Palace Station. Palace Station is off Strip. Cromwell is on the Strip. And Flamingo is definitely on the Strip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those now. Oh, that's what I gotta do. A lot of times they divide them up in stacks of 25. You gotta pull out those paper clips. Otherwise you get wrinkles in all of the bills, which is kind of annoying. Okay, so that's that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Luxor is a Strip casino. Sam's Town is on the outskirts. Gold Coast, outskirts. I think we're up to 5 there. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, so we'll slide that over here. Harrah's is on the Strip. Mandalay Bay again, that is on the Strip. Red Rock is off Strip. Silverton is off Strip. Mandalay Bay is on Strip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 1,000 of these on the Strip already. So let's see what we're going to pull out. Mandalay Bay, here's Luxor, Palazzo, Flamingo. Cromwell is kind of higher end. Venetian is kind of higher end. Excalibur and Mandalay Bay again. Let's see. What are the lower end ones? Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should take out... Well, we'll get to that in a second. Let's try this here. All right, so there's 1,000. Now I've got the oddball strap there. All right, the Grand, that's downtown. Palms is off strip. TI is on the strip, so now I've got 2 extra for the strip. El Cortez is downtown. The Plaza is downtown. Boulder Station off strip. California is downtown. Golden Nugget Las Vegas downtown. What's that give us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 downtowns. Gold Coast, that's off strip. Bellagio, that's definitely on the strip. And then a random one from a U.S. bank. All right, so I have 5 that are downtown, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll put the U.S. bank random strap with that. I want to take 1 from my off-strip casinos and put that with downtown. Which one would make more sense? Not Samstown. We will go with the Palms is right by Gold Coast. That should be together. Silverton is kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Red Rock way out in the middle of nowhere. Gold Coast, Palace Station, M Resorts. Let's see what would be the best. We're gonna put Arizona Charlie's with downtown because that's kind of like the same clientele, I think. So that makes more sense. Okay, so that covers this. Those are all off strip. And then what should I put? I need 3 of these from the strip. Bellagio, Treasure Island, Cromwell. Those are all together. We want lower end places. Let's see what we can find for lower end. Palazzo is higher end. Flamingo is lower end. Link is lower end. Excalibur is lower end. Harrah's, Mandalay Bay. Mandalay Bay. Yeah, I think we're going to do some of these. I think we're going to put Luxor, Flamingo, and Excalibur as the lower end hotels with downtown. And then that will be these here. So these are going to be my 3 searches. I'm going to have off strip, on strip, and downtown. That's how I'm going to sort them. It's always fun to see all these singles in front of me, and I can't wait to dive into them. And I know you guys are interested to see what I find. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.